Evening, folks. Welcome to everydaykt number 180. Blah. Of course. Screw up my own name. everydaykt number 182. Today, talking about people. It's always about the people. See, when you first strap on your kilt, you're wearing it for you, but it helps when you have other people to help you, gain more confidence in wearing your kilt, accept you, and help you become who you are. When you go for a job interview, it's about the people. They're not hiring you because you can do this, this, and this. They're hiring you if they're smart. If they're not smart, they're hiring you because you know that this is a pack of markers. They're not hiring you because you're intelligent and you're smart and you're creative and you happen to have a good feel for whatever industry you're being hired into. People. Family is people. When most people have problems, it's people. Because you can fix things. People are a whole different animal. So when you're out and about, you're out in the world, you're out doing things, you're out enjoying your life, remember that it's the people that make it awesome. Because you can always find a snowboard, go down the mountain, right? Okay, yay, you did it, hurrah! But what if you did it with 5 of your friends? And all of them had snowboards, and one of them busts their ass and falls down the hill, and everybody has a grand old laugh, and collects everybody, and wind up at the pub down for the night. Hilarious. But it's people. Sure, you had a great time on the ski slope, but you know what? You could have done that same slope by yourself perfectly, and it wouldn't be anywhere near as fun. Nowhere near as enjoyable, not at all as memorable. I can't count the number of things I've done alone that are meaningless, regardless of how grandiose they might have been. And it's the little things. But I'm out with people, with friends, enjoying each other's company, sharing beverage and experience, cleaning up a mess. Could be anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I'd say when I was growing up, one of the most fun times I ever had was working at the kitchen at the Boy Scout camp. Now, any of you who've ever worked in a kitchen knows that the work itself sucks. The job itself sucks. You're cleaning, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're cooking, you're doing inventory. Repeat. Constantly. That's the job. It sucks. But if you have good people, the job is secondary. Doesn't matter. Because the people make it fun. The people make it awesome. The crappiest job in the universe. The people make it awesome. I mean, why do you think that there are so many drinking songs? Because you can drink anywhere. But if you show up and you get 25 odd people having pints singing the same song, it's awesome. The crappiest jobs. Why do you think there were all those songs people used to sing working on the railroad? There you go. Might not have been the greatest work conditions, but they were doing something about it. They were trying to make it better, and it didn't suck as bad. So it's about the people. And today, it's not the same way about the people because, well, we don't have 75,000 people slaving away, figuratively, to try to, well, no, actually, I worked in a factory for a while. It does suck. I worked in a factory. I was actually alone, so it sucked even worse. So maybe we do. There's a lot of people who do have crappy jobs and they got to do them by themselves and it sucks. But it's not as bad as it used to be, So, but if you have people, then it's going to be less of a pain in the ass. That whole thing, misery loves company, well, flip that. Misery loves company because with company, the misery goes away. You're not miserable. If you're sharing your misery with someone else, it's not quite as bad. They might not like it as much, but, well, you both get to go share a pint afterwards or whatever it is you do afterwards. Because it's over. and it's over faster because of people. And it's always about the people. When you go to a job, say you have a job and you're trying to sell something, obviously they want your product, but there's 30 other people who sell the exact same thing. Are they buying the product? No. They're buying you. You are what is the reason, or who is the reason that they are spending money with you in your company. Because of you. Not because your product is any different than somebody up the street, because it's not. You. They like you. They want to work with you. That's why they show up. There's a couple of coffee shops in town. That's where I go. Because of what? Coffee is coffee is coffee is coffee. Now, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I'm not really a big fan, but I want the caffeine, and I don't want to drink Mountain Dew all day. So I go get coffee. I don't choose the coffee place because of the quality of the coffee. I choose the coffee place because of the quality of the people working there. That's why I go there. Because of the people. So, next time you're out and about doing things, stop for a moment, or don't even stop, just pause briefly and think about the people where you are. Not the things, the stuff. You know, you got 12 car dealerships, you need a new car, you've got 12 different places you could go. They all have cars, 4 wheels, steering wheel, mostly. They go. You don't go because of the car most of the time. It's the people. Do you want to go with the really shady, shifty, used car salesman? Or do you want to go with the guy who you actually get along with and kind of relate to because your kids are on the same soccer team? And you actually went to scouts together as kids. Or you were bitter mortal enemies as kids, but you got over it. And you still have that relationship. It's the people. You know, Millions of Bakers, you go to the one where the food's good, obviously, but it's the people because they're more fun. That's where you go. You go where you feel welcome and you're enjoying yourself. So when you're out and about doing things, just pause and think about the people where you are. And if you find someone who's obviously not having a great time, or at least not having a good day at all, say hi. Try to cheer them up a little bit. See if you can't do to make their day as good as yours. Because you're already having an awesome day, obviously. And because you're having that awesome day because you know that it's about the people. It's always the people. The work, the job, the thing you're buying, the whatever it is, the experience, none of it matters if you're alone. It's all about the people. So somebody throw up a kiltology because I could talk about people all day long and all of you know it. So somebody give me a kiltology. And Liam, you do have a point there. I cannot lie that I have made purchasing decisions based on the staff under those circumstances and those criteria. Hey, I'm a guy. What do you expect? So, yes, I like shopping where there are people that I'm attracted to. Kiltology Volume 1, Chris. I know last night I got bupkis because I flipped everything that I was reading earlier. Wow. I have read all of these to you. Huh. Well, no, not all of them. All right, so we're talking about people here, right? So we're talking about how awesome things are when you're around people, how awesome things are, more people, especially people who have similar likes to you. You guys get along. You have things that you can talk about in common. Well, then there's that other guy. That brings us to Kiltology number 188. It's a little known fact that one of the safest places on earth is with a man in a kilt. There are very few people willing to admit that they got a black eye or their ass kicked from a guy in a skirt. And what does that mean? That means nobody, regardless of who the guy in the kilt is, they're afraid of the confidence. They don't want to mess with somebody who's so confident that they don't care what other people think. Because that level of confidence is scary to a vast majority of people because they don't know what that is. They don't know what that kind of confidence is. To walk anywhere and say, it's me, here I am. Take it or leave it. And if you're going to leave it, fine. Don't mess with me because I got better things to do. I'm going to go hang out with my kids. I've got friends up the street. I have to go on a dump run because my buddy needs it and they're moving. But you know what? We get a six-pack, so we're going to have a couple of drinks while we're moving everything, and it's going to be awesome because people. So with that, you guys have a great night. Tomorrow will be the last legit full-blown from my garage kiltology for a week. Any of you in southeastern Mass know that I help the junior high school with a survival program. So I am going to be off in the woods. I am going to do my damnedest to try to find a signal somehow, some way to get something out. Odds of it being a full-blown video are almost zero. Odds of it being more than just a message are still really, really, really low. So from next Sunday through the following Friday, I will not be doing full-blown nightly everyday KTs at 9 o'clock. I'm just going to be trying to get something to everyone as best I can. There is almost zero signal. I might as well be at a beach in the Bahamas with nothing, but I'm not. I'm in the woods. So if you get bored or you get withdrawal, this is 182, tomorrow's going to be 183, you have 6 months worth of everyday KTs to go look at. And if you really want to have some fun, go look at the early ones because those suck. The message might be there, but I am really bad at this. I mean, I'm not that great now, but I was horrible. So go check out the earlier ones and leave me comments, critique them. Let me know how I did, especially like the first 30 or 40 of them. I don't think they were very good at all. I just wasn't good at talking to everybody all the time about anything without a script or without prep or with anything. So with that, I'll let you go. It's Friday. It's Shenanigans Day. So go out, go have a good time. Chris, your camo kilt was kicking ass. I loved it. It was very awesome. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with something inspirational, funny, or whatever. And I'll see you tomorrow. So you guys have a good time. Be strong. Put a kilt on.